Well, hey, everybody, Mike Griffith here, along with Connor Riley, and we're breaking down the dogs in the draft, profiling Georgia's record-setting draft class for the 2022 NFL Draft. And Channing Tindall is the next man up. And it's not often that you hear players projected to be picked in the first 2 days of the draft that haven't started a game at their school. But Channing Tindall is that guy. Georgia's great depth and rotation was such that Tindall was a guy who came off the bench and did amazing things. 6'2", 230, a 4.47 40. I mean, this is remarkable numbers and quickness. And the things you noticed with Channing Tindall is his ability to close quickly. His pursuit angles are different, and that's because of how explosive he is, and it's also because of his instinct. This is a guy who seems to have an ability to see the play before it unfolds as he really gets the jump on these backs. Very difficult to cut back on. Sure-handed tackler, a player who continues to grow, and I think an NFL team is going to be very pleased to get Channing Tindall and work him into their system.
Yeah, I think when I think of Channing Tindall, I think of a game that happened in the first game of the 2021 season and a moment that happened in the national championship game. And that Clemson game, you know, Tindall was not a starter, as Mike alluded to there, but there was a play where Clemson does a little dump off to their 5-star freshman running back, Will Shipley. And Channing Tindall just looks like a lion chasing after a gazelle and just eats him up on that play. And it was a very eye-opening moment and what turned out to be a very strong season for Tindall. And then to end the year, has a coverage bust, and it almost ends up allowing an Alabama touchdown. Fortunately, Nakobe Dean is able to make the play there. And then Nakobe Dean gets up and gets in Tindall's face like, hey, you got to be better than here. You got to be better than this. Tindall responds exactly the way you would want him to, recognizing Dean's complaints and then going out and making a huge third down sack of Bryce Young there in that game. I like Quay Walker as well. He's a guy who wasn't a natural inside linebacker coming into Georgia, and I think his best football could be ahead of him. So much so that as he gets more and more reps at inside linebacker and potentially at the NFL level, moves into a starting role, I think could be a very productive and talented player for an NFL franchise.